All right, I'm not old and I wouldn't say that I'm smart either, but I'm definitely smart enough to realize that the times in my life that I'm the happiest is normally when I'm doing something that I'm not thinking about. The times that I'm most happiest is whenever I'm doing something that just wasn't a plan at all. This past year of my life at the college I go to, literally every day after school, after all my classes were done, my friends' classes were done, we had nothing planned. Like, obviously, sometimes there would be parties, sometimes there would be get togethers, but for the most part, nothing was planned after classes, after weightlifting, after workouts. So we would just hang out with each other and then we would just find ourselves doing the most random shit. One day, my friends started building a fort by the water. One day, we started climbing on roofs, and for like a whole couple weeks, we're climbing on all the roofs on campus and like trying to like just conquer the campus. Another day we're just freestyling in the room. We don't ever plan to do these things, yet these are the things that make me feel most alive. As a introvert, I've kind of realized this about introverts and extroverts, that the thing about introverts mean that you are internally focused. So you're putting a lot of thoughts just in your head. Like all you're doing, you're putting a lot of energy and time into what you're thinking about, and you're thinking more than you're necessarily doing. And I'm realizing, like, as I'm doing these things with my friends, that thinking robs you of fun. Whenever I used to be a huge introvert in high school, I still am an introvert. But whenever I was like really bad and I was terrible, I was not social at all. Like if we didn't have a plan, like if my friends like, hey Wyatt, let's go hang out. I'm like, oh, okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, what time you want me to be there? And then I pick them up, we get to the function, we get to the house or whatever, and then we get to the house and I'm like, okay, what are we doing now? It's like, motherfucker, stop asking all these damn questions and just vibe, bro. Just like be in the moment. Because I know you watching this have had the best conversations, like the most engaging conversations, have gotten great feelings whenever you're just flowing in the conversation. And that's a problem me that I had a lot, and I'm realizing that now, and I'm sure that a lot of introverts have. Introverts need to stop being so logical, and I used to be bad like this, but now this past year has made me just more in the moment. And I'm realizing that being logical all the time is just boring as fuck, and it makes life boring as fuck. So like, would you rather have a fun life and just do whatever the fuck and have amazing experiences, or just fucking think too much and suffer? Like there's that one quote that says sometimes we suffer more in our imagination than reality, and I feel like that's like introverts' way of living life, is suffering in their imagination. It wasn't until I started hanging out with people that are more social than me that ended up getting me more social, because obviously you are who you hang around. But it makes life so much more fun. Like not being so logical all the time. Me and my friends on campus, majority of it's me, but I've gotten a whole lot of people on campus to talk like me. And the things that they're talking like makes absolutely zero sense. But it's fun as fuck to see that other people talk like me. So like my friend would come up to me and is like, the biggest Hams, what's up? What the fuck does Hams mean? Like I'll say, oh, I'm gonna give the girl the Hams. Like Hams, Hams, Hams. When somebody makes a good play in football, y'all yell Hams. Like people will come up to me and say the biggest Hams, or when something good happens, they say biggest Hams. Or like whenever people would like ask me a yes or no question, why you want to go get us drinks? Because I'm old enough to get drinks. I'll just say OMG no, and it's so stupid. It makes no sense at all. Fucking saying OMG no, OMG yes. I'm fucking 22 years old. I'm older than a lot of people in college, and I'm saying OMG yes, OMG no. And motherfuckers find it hilarious. And I look old too. And I have facial hair, I got curly hair, I'm muscular, and I'm out here saying OMG yes, OMG no. And I'm not only am I saying yes and no, I'm saying yes and no like it's like talking Ben. So I'll just be like, OMG, no. OMG, man. Like, bro, I got the whole campus saying that because I'm just being fucking stupid. And it's fucking awesome. Life is so much more awesome when you're just fucking stupid. That's why I like this idea of retard maxing that I see on the internet. That you're not, if you're thinking too much as a man, like you're a pussy, or you're just not living life the right way. Thinking too much as a man, that's what women, I don't want to sound like I fucking hate women or some shit, but like women and children fucking The men need to be doing, bro. Like, we just need to know what is the right thing to do and just do that shit. And the shit that we can't control, let it go, bro. You got no control over it. Don't have no attachment to it. And so that's kind of what retard maxing is. And I really fuck with that way of thinking, because you get what you need to get done, and then being so introspective in your thoughts and how you feel and shit, and expressing how you feel, man, what is that solving? I shouldn't say what is that solving, because you might have some problems, but like, if you think on shit all day about how you feel and you don't act on it, you just wasted all that time and you're wasting all that energy. So if you're gonna think about something, be introspective, and fucking do something about it. And I feel like life is all about doing and just experiencing thing in the moment, because we'll never get the future, we'll never get the past, but it's all about being in this moment and just being free in that shit. This is transitioning to my next talking point, is that the people that live a life that you observe from outside, you're like, man, this dude lives a cool life, this dude is living the life. All those people that you realize that about, I won't say idolize, but all those people that you're like, okay, that person's cool, they always do before they think. Like, they're not willing to take risks, because honestly, thinking before you're doing, yeah, there's a time and place to do that shit. But if you do some shit and you make a mistake, you have learned more and gotten more experience than the person that thought the whole thing through and never did anything. Because you thought the whole thing through, and when you never did anything, you're wasting your time. But whenever people do stuff and they mess up, they fuck up, they gain experience. And I feel like experience and mistakes are the best teachers, and that's the best way. And they instantly know what not to do, rather than trying to plan every single step. And one thing I would notice this is, like, at like parties, at functions on campus where people would have parties in their rooms, I would see the people I would see the dudes that are talking to all these girls, or the dudes that everybody knows. Obviously, if you don't want to be known around campus, then like, you don't got to listen to this. Or like, I necessarily didn't want to be known around campus, but I would like to just like be able to have fun in party functions. Like, if I'm gonna go, I want to have fun, but I've always been an introvert, and I'd always go and I've never had fun. But the people I see having fun is that they're being social, and they're just doing shit. Like, they're going up to people, and they're just like saying like some shit that doesn't matter. Obviously they're drunk, but I don't drink, and I would just go up to people and say some stupid shit with them. Life doesn't make sense, bro. Like, this is just the way I feel about having a fun life. If you're logical, you're taken away from that fun. That's just, that's just the way I feel. Like, every time I've been ultra logical in my life has sucked. But this past year is probably the most fun I've ever had in my life. And I've just influenced the campus to just talk like a fucking idiot. And I just do my own shit. I'll make AI videos of my friends and I'll send it around and just do random shit that's unplanned. Like, if I just think of some stupid shit, like yesterday I thought of like, oh, I'm a fake AI my friend messaging me some gay shit, and I'm gonna send it to the group chat where the hoes are in it, just trolling. And I did that shit, and that shit's just funny, bro. I don't know, man. Like, life is so fun when you stop being so fucking serious and like trying to plan everything out. Because as somebody that has planned everything out, that shit does not work. Like, I've tried to plan my whole life out after high school. Like, oh, I'm gonna go play football. I'm gonna go 4 years, and I'm gonna go to this school, get better filmed, and go to a bigger school and then dominate, and then I'm gonna get drafted, go to the NFL. The way my life has worked out couldn't have been like the more opposite. And so I got hurt like a couple months ago, and I kind of just surrendered to like, bro, I don't even care about where my life goes. I have my intentions with life, but it's not up to me. It honestly seems like there's powers in this world that are way more like powerful than me, and I'm gonna just do my own thing. And obviously, like, there's things I want out of life, but I'm okay with not having if it's not meant for me. And so like, ever since I like kind of surrendered, I've kind of just like been vibing with life. I don't know, it's like I've been listening to some videos about Taoism and Stoicism, and it's kind of like, don't treat life as a war, but treat it as a river and just flow with it, instead of trying to fight back, because you will not win against Mother Nature, against the Lord up above. It's hard to fight against them and win. Pretty sure they kind of undefeated, honestly. And another thing I learned about the people that are willing to just do stuff and not think is that they have all the cool stories. Like, and obviously, like, quiet people get cool stories, obviously, but they have so many cool stories because of these. They just did shit and they didn't even think about it. Like, I have this one friend. He was a freshman. This motherfucker does not use his brain, but yet he has so many stories about like him with hoes and how like he snuck into a hoe's room and like he almost got their dad almost whooped their ass, him and his friend and some shit, and his friend, he jumped out and then his friend tried to jump out and he didn't make it, so he got his ass whooped. Like, bro, like these motherfuckers are stupid as fuck, but they got funny ass stories. And at the end of the day, when I grow up, that's something I want to be able to do. Like, if I'm telling stories about my past, about some, I don't know, college kid or high school kid that's interested in me, my nephew, or my own kids, if I have my own kids, I want to be able to tell them cool ass stories about my past. Not only can you tell cool ass stories if you're just doing and not thinking, but you can tell them in cool ways because like you develop a charisma and a confidence about yourself. So like, not only does not thinking make your life more fun, but you create stories which make you an interesting and influential person. Like, people want to be like you that have cool ass stories, and plus it makes you like charismatic. It makes you be able to tell stories like cool as fuck because you're around. You're just soaking in information. You're not being too tense with, oh, I need to act like this, I need to act like this. Nah, man, fucking go around the hose and just say 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's another thing I learned about. Obviously, I'm a dude. When I want to talk to girls, the times that like I talk to girls about some shit that makes zero sense at all, and obviously girls do this a lot, or they talk about shit that doesn't mean anything. I have such a better conversation, and it's so easy to crack them and shit. And obviously, I'm not the type of dude to like try to crack every girl in front of me, but like a girl is gonna have more sexual attraction to a dude that doesn't really prioritize her or makes her feel emotional, I guess. Makes her like feel certain emotions, rather the dude that's always being logical and planning and having, like, if a girl asks you about like what you do for work and shit, and you start breaking down like everything, like you're a fucking computer software engineer and you're to start breaking down everything, bro, they do not give a fuck. You just gotta say some shit like, I protect our country from gooner hackers in fucking Singapore. Like, say some shit like that. Like some shit, some stupid shit. Cause girls like to play around with that shit. Girls like fun. And I know like if you're a dude, like it's just naturally in us to get girls, whether it's 20 girls at once or it's just one. Like, it's just naturally in us to have girls. And being serious, like obviously there's a time and place to be serious, to be logical, but for the most part, just think like a fucking kid, but work like, and whenever you work and you're trying to progress your life, that's when you can be a little more logical. But like, save all that logical shit for fucking progressing your life. When it comes to your everyday life in the majority, bro, just fucking don't think, be a fucking retard, say some stupid shit, do what's necessary, and then the things that you have no control over, why be so serious and so tensed up about it? Because you can't control it. This is coming from an introvert who I have tried to plan out my whole life. Like I said earlier, I tried to plan out how I'm gonna get better at football, that I'm gonna do these drills, I'm gonna do these workouts, my college career is gonna go like this, and I'm learning that I can put in my work, I can put in my effort. Even if I put in the best effort possible, I still can't control what my outcome is. I finally just came to peace with that. So I'm gonna keep on putting in effort in the serious ways of life, but whenever I'm done putting in those efforts in my day-to-day life, I'm just like gonna fucking flow and not be serious, because I feel like that's what makes life better. That's what makes life more fun, is when you're just fucking flowing and you're not thinking. And this life is too short to waste it in your fucking imagination. Go fucking do some shit. Quit living in your imagination and just be the person you want to be. Fuck thinking of being that person. Just be that person. And just act away, because that person that you're thinking about getting approval from, that person that you're thinking, oh, they're gonna think I'm weird for this, that person's gonna fucking die one day just like you. You don't need to be searching for nobody's approval. You just need to be a retard, stop thinking, stop planning, and just have a fun time with your life, because why the fuck not?